we're all live and stuff.
Hi guys, welcome to the Goin Batty live stream. We have not done this in a very long time.
Very long time.
I almost forget what it's like to do it. We are surprising all of you.
Yes.
Because we just wanted to come on and give you a little bit of update. We have decided the Thanksgiving menu.
Yes. And we're going on live at a weird time.
Oh,
so
very
people
weird.
are going to be like, why are you on it? Like,
Why are you
what
doing
is it?
that?
3:15.
Hey, you know what? We got to be us,
Yep.
and it's the most convenient time we've had. We haven't. I don't have normal hours anymore, and so this
and
is.
the kids have got stuff going on, so tonight he's going one way and I'm going the other, and
Right now is the best time for us to do
the only
it.
time that we have together.
That's
so,
right.
Ta-da!
I'm going to take 1 second and try to find us some, be able to see the live
stuff
stream.
And the stuff.
The things with the stuff,
Things with
and
the
then
stuff.
we'll go from there. But what some of the things that we're going to talk about today are our Thanksgiving plans, and Heather's going to talk a little bit about all the menu items that were. That was my phone started to call me. It was rather humorous.
Hi. We know him.
Yeah, we do.
We know
What's
him.
going on,
we know
man?
Him from
How
youth
are
group.
you? That's
How
right.
you doing? So, we won't say your name because you're from youth group. But
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. We'll behave ourselves.
Yes.
But we're gonna just go through some of the menu items that we decided to do for Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be a big deal. We're actually having a meal at my mom's house. And then on Sunday, we're having a meal at your mom's house.
We are not having Thanksgiving meal at my mom's house because she doesn't want to cook Thanksgiving. Because she's having Thanksgiving with my brothers. We're having Thanksgiving Day with his mom. So, and she didn't want to cook all. She's like, you don't want like turkey and stuff. I'm like, no. So she's making sausage burgers for us, which is awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right. So hi guys. Let me continue to find our chat here. I don't know why it's being weird like this, but.
Hi, Eileen. Hi, Tim and Alicia. Not Angela.
Exactly what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say.
Hi, April. So we're getting ready, getting all prepared for Thanksgiving, and it's kind of a bummer because last night they had youth group and I had to stay home because like I'm not 16 anymore, and I tried to pick up a big load of firewood and I pulled something in my back, so that was not cool.
Not cool. Not
But
cool at all.
I sent the food anyway because you got to feed the kids.
That's right.
Because they get hungry, and when they get hungry, they get cranky. They
get hangry.
No, not really.
Sometimes
they're a good group of kids.
They are
a good group of kids.
They are very good group of kids.
Yeah.
We have been delving into what does it feel like to have wood heat versus gas heat, and we do not have a wood stove.
We have a fireplace.
We have a fireplace,
We've
and
learned something important.
it's a shallow fireplace,
Yes.
and so therefore you got to keep that fire small. And you got to make sure your wood is seasoned. We are new at this whole thing, and so it was like news to us that we were going to even be able to remotely do this.
Hi, Baker Mom.
And so we've been using our fireplace a lot, but we've also had to learn what it meant to buy seasoned wood.
So here's the thing.
Or gather
we had an ice storm.
We did.
About, I don't know, at the beginning of the week. So there are branches down all over the place. And our neighbor across the street, he was like, hey, I've got some wood. I see you guys are burning a fire. So he caught the boys outside, and we got wood from there. My mom's neighbor, he had a tree that some of the branches came down. And so we went over there and took some of his wood. And
if you guys remember at the beginning of the summer, we had a tree taken down.
yeah, and we had some of that wood.
We had that wood sitting out, just drying out, just getting seasoned. And we used that initially, and it went really well.
Yeah.
It didn't smoke a lot. We enjoyed some pretty good heat from it. But all of this new stuff is too wet.
It's too wet.
And so we can't use it. So we have a local park. And because of that local park, we have been able to heat our home with all of the little branches because they went through and they ripped out a bunch of not vital, but extra like bushes and whatnot. And let me tell you guys, it was really cool because
Hey, thinking of others.
Because we were able to gather those sticks and take the wood home in buckets, and we've been using that as our firewood.
Yeah.
It's been really good.
We also learned that we tried to burn some wood that was slightly, well, it was green.
It's wet. Yeah.
And so now all of us smell like, we're 75 pack a day smokers because it got all smoky in the house. Because our fireplace is so shallow, it didn't vent properly.
Yep.
And so last night we had one going, and I'm like, Kevin, no more fires for a while. I can't handle it.
We gotta air the house
I
out.
had a dream last night that the smoke detectors were going off, and I
bad.
scared Kevin to death. I'm like, the smoke detectors are going off.
I'm like, what? I even poured water on the fire so I knew it wouldn't go out of control or anything.
He's been staying up late every night watching our videos.
I know.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Soup, you are the bomb.
You're awesome. Thank you.
Glad you like them.
Hopefully you like the cooking videos and stuff like that, because that's what we do the most of, and we like food. So.
We do like food.
Yeah.
Speaking of food,
yes.
we scored. We have scored big time.
Okay, so can I tell him?
I want to tell him.
Well, you can tell him.
We should tell him.
All right, so the first part is Kroger around here and Meijer have their turkeys for
37 cents.
37 cents a pound.
A pound.
And so
37 cents a pound.
I got a 16-pound turkey for like $6.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
They're cheap. I mean, it's so cheap.
So we got one at Meijer, and then I had to go pick up, I went to Meijer first to get the stuff that I can only get there.
Yep.
Like the turkey and stuff. And then I went to Aldi's, and Aldi's, their turkeys weren't on sale. We do the majority of our shopping at Aldi's. It saves us a ton of money on, but not on turkeys. Don't buy your turkey there.
On where?
Aldi.
Oh, yeah. No.
But then I went over to Kroger because there was just a few things left that I couldn't, that I needed to get that Aldi didn't have. And so they had their turkeys for 37 cents too. So I'm like, I'm just going to pick up another one because Christmas is coming. So we have two. So you can tell them what happened after that.
I will. I wanted to just kind of throw this back. We thought turkey number 2 is going to be great because you don't have to just have cold turkey sandwiches.
Yeah. Now, hold on just a second. Megasu just said that his mom got their turkey for 30 cents over at Walmart.
What?
So, if you haven't gotten your turkey yet,
get to Walmart.
His mom got his for 30 cents.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
And hi, Mindy Hoffman. How are you? Good to see you. So we were thinking, okay, we're not huge turkey fans, but we definitely like turkey.
Yeah.
And we're not going to make...
It depends on how it's cooked.
Yeah, we're not going to make turkey, cold turkey sandwiches every time.
Yeah.
So the thing that you can do with the leftover turkey is some of the future videos you're going to see on our channel. Simple, instead of making chicken salad, you can make turkey salad.
Yeah. I'll use the bones to make bone broth.
Bone broth, which instead of chicken broth is going to be turkey broth.
I can can it and I can keep it because I actually had to buy turkey broth to do gravy and stuff with.
It's about that much difference between chicken and turkey.
It's not that big of a
very
deal,
minor.
So, yeah.
If you make the wedding soup that you make with turkey broth versus chicken broth, am I going to care?
No.
No, I'm not going to care. So it's a really good deal. But okay, so anyway, she's bought 2 turkeys, and knowing that about Walmart, we might have a third. But
we don't need a third turkey.
We go over to
Hi,
Heather's mom's house, and they go there to collect some of the wood because of the ice storm and all the falling branches, and my wife hurts her back, and the neighbor comes over, asks one of the boys, hey, do you want a couple of turkeys?
So my mom has
generous neighbors.
The best. We have good neighbors too.
Oh, heck yeah. We have great neighbors.
Yeah. My mom, she's had the same neighbors for years and years and years. And Danny and Pat, who gave us all of those peppers, if you watch the video where I canned all those peppers. He is an avid turkey hunter. He's just an avid hunter, and he's good at it. And his turkey shooting club, they will get turkeys for families in need. And yeah, those are the peppers he gave me. He actually asked if he could have a jar of them, so I have to take one to them.
These?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yes. But they had some left over. And they asked my boys, because my boys were out playing in my mom's yard, and he's like, do you guys want 2 turkeys? And Jack's like, heck yeah, we do. So I have now 4 turkeys in my house.
Like his father, he has the gift of acquisition.
Yes, yeah.
Very
Hello,
good.
my revival. But,
very good.
So we have 4 turkeys. So I have enough for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then, you know, if we decided, hey, we want Thanksgiving in the middle of the summer.
Well, I mean, you know, if you think about January and February and some of the long months that those are because of the weather, it's not a bad thing to work on your future food, you guys.
Yeah.
If you've watched our channel at all, you know we are all about future food. And do you have a good backstock? Are you growing your own food? Are you canning your own food? Yeah. What does your dry storage look like? So those are all things that we always try to do. And since we've even started this homesteading, readiness, self-sufficiency kind of thing, which I don't know that we always do a real good job of.
Well,
but
and we do
that's
what we
kind of
can
beside the point.
with what we have.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's all that you can really do. Like, okay, so do what you can with what you have. Like when they go and they probably in about a week they'll put potatoes on sale.
Yep.
And you know, if we can get potatoes for under $1, we'll go buy a bunch of them and I'll can some potatoes. So,
but we're gonna have turkey for Thanksgiving, and Heather's gonna make it, and we're gonna take it over to my mom's house.
I might do a video on that, just on how I do, because
turkey's not easy.
It's
I mean,
not.
Some of these folks don't.
Here's the thing: like, never trust the pop-up timer on the turkey.
No,
don't.
You need a meat thermometer.
I have one. I don't know where it went, but I have one around here. I used to have one that set on the outside of the oven, and you could set it to when it came up to 165 degrees, which is what you want your turkey to be cooked to. The timer would go off, and that way you knew you could take the turkey out. I don't know where it went. The kids moved it, so
I don't either.
here it is. It's round and it's So I've got one of these guys here. Actually, I'll take it out of the package.
It's a meat thermometer.
It's a meat thermometer, but it goes in your turkey. It's not an instant read one. It's one that actually sits in there with it. But you want to cook your turkey to 165 degrees. And then you will just kind of let it rest. But I have one of these guys, the roaster pans with the lid that goes on it, because I was reading up on these because I've actually never roasted a turkey in this. I've always had a different one, and I've put foil over it. But these are made specifically, like the little dimples on the top are actually to help you so that you don't have to baste the turkey. Like it'll build up the condensation and then drip down on it.
Nice.
So,
what's this for right here?
This is just
the
to
decorative
catch
leaf?
No, it's to catch the grease, the drippings and stuff.
Excellent.
So
because that's gonna make your your gravy.
So, but when I do my turkey, like I'll loosen the skin and I'll put an herb butter under the skin, like especially on the breast part, so it doesn't dry out, and then pack all your aromatic stuff in the cavity of it. And so I can, if I have time while I'm doing that, because I'm going to do that probably on Wednesday, and just put it in the refrigerator ready to go, because you have to, it's 15 minutes per pound.
Yep. So
I have to cook mine for about 16 pounds, so I got to cook it for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And then, like, you check your thermometer to make sure, but you always put it in like the thickest part of the thigh, because it cooks slower than, say, like the breast does.
Absolutely. So, but we're making mashed potatoes too.
Yes, making mashed potatoes. Hi, Diana.
I grew up with boxed mashed potatoes. We talked a lot about that. Heather's making mashed potatoes from actual potatoes.
Yes, yeah.
Which is actually, my grandmother did do that. And so I think even my mom did that. But the stuffing is where you make or break.
Yeah.
The meal. And we like our stuffing a particular way, but we have a family member who makes stuffing that isn't, it's more like...
It's what I grew up with, and I like it because it's what I grew up with, but now that I make my own, I like my own better. So, but mine is like, it's got like an Italian bread that we're going to cut it up the night before, and we're going to leave it on a cookie sheet with a tea towel over it, so that, because you want to use stale bread because you don't want it to get gummy and mushy. And then ours has the garlic, the onions, the celery. It's got sage and thyme and rosemary in it, and then it has sausage in it.
If you don't like onions, you can leave them out.
Yeah, you can leave whatever. You can put whatever you want in.
Yeah,
but
that's just us. We like onions.
That's how we do it.
Yeah,
it just gives it a good flavor, and then I'll use the like the turkey stock with that to just kind of, give it enough moisture in it that it doesn't like, that it's good.
It's very good. It's very good.
So, yeah.
I like the stuffing, and I think that makes or breaks your meal. Because I don't eat stuffing any other time of the year. I really don't. Do you ever see me eat stuffing?
No,
I mean,
we don't ever have it any other time. We have it at Christmas and things. Well,
we
it
could
depends
go to
because-
Aldi's and buy the 99-cent stovetop stuffing stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's just box stuff, And if you're gonna start your back stock, here's the deal: if you want to get some stuff in your dry stock and in your little home store, that's a great way to go. That's a cheap way to go.
Yeah.
To do that kind of stuffing.
Yeah.
It's not homemade, and for those of you who love homemade, you're not gonna necessarily connect with it.
Yeah.
But for us, we don't eat stuffing that very often,
No.
and if we have it in our back stock, we usually leave it there in case there's a.
We have it at Thanksgiving because
Yeah.
Christmas actually is kind of funny because we do Christmas at my mom's house, and she's like, I'm tired of turkey by the time Christmas comes along, and she's like, so she calls it Feliz Navidad. Every year we have fajitas and Mexican food. Like she'll make like fajitas and tacos and stuff like that on Christmas Day.
That's
So
right.
we have Feliz Navidad on
Feliz
Christmas,
blah, blah, blah.
on Christmas Day.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, speaking of, yes,
Right.
tell them how to make gravy. I'm going to show them something.
oh, well, you, I've never had to tell people how to make gravy.
Well, you use the drippings and you add flour.
You use the drippings, you add flour.
You do it over heat.
Yeah.
Butter.
It depends on if you don't have enough
I'm
fat
telling
in
you,
it.
there
So-
might be an entire Thanksgiving series
I mean,
of videos.
I've made like sausage gravy before. Like
Yeah.
I think we actually did that live one time. But I mean, gravy can be finicky. I mean,
can be
it
tricky.
can be. And my family is always, my grandmother's always made it where she does she calls it a slurry, where she'll put the flour in the water and then mix it up, and then as she's pouring it in, she'll mix it. So that way her gravy has never had lumps, ever. And sometimes when you do it the other way, where you put the flour in with the fat, and then you pour like the stock in it, sometimes you can get lumps in your gravy.
Okay,
But-
so Jessica just said, my mom grosses us all out by making one small pan of oyster dressing from my aunt's request. Ugh.
My
Thank
cousins-
goodness it's only a small pan. What is
My
oyster
cousins
dressing?
in Texas, they have oyster dressing every year. My Aunt Pam would make oyster dressing, and I don't remember ever trying it.
It's from the ocean. Leave it in there. It doesn't belong on my plate.
But they love it, and I think it's that because their mom made it.
That's
but it's
right.
probably, I mean, my Aunt Pam was a good cook, so maybe it was good. And
This is a total side note. I wanted to share this with you guys. We have gotten into kind of this new quick fad of making street tacos. And we found these things at Kroger called street tacos, flour tortillas, 12 count. They're very small.
They're about the size of a softball.
Yeah, they're very small, and they're great. I mean, look how thin they are. Those are flour tortillas. You just put the fixings in on that, and you're ready to go. It's hand size. It's
So what
awesome.
I'll do is I'll take like a pork roast or chicken or whatever, and I'll season it up, throw it in a crock pot, and just let it sit and cook all day long. And so at the end of the day, on like today's like today
Way to
or
go,
tomorrow, where we have to be kind of rushing around.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he's going one direction, I'm going the other direction, and then tomorrow I got to take Max to work. We can just pull those out and cut up the vegetables and everything, and that's a really quick and easy dinner. It's not hard at all to do.
Yeah.
So so we're making the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the gravy. I have the green bean casserole.
Yep.
I'm doing that, and then I'm doing. God bless Jack. Jack never gets the pie that he wants.
No.
Never. He doesn't like pumpkin pie. He's not a big fan of pecan pie. He just, cherry pie is okay. He loves apple pie. And I don't think I have actually ever made an apple pie for that boy. And I just thought about that. I'm like, I'm a horrible mom. I've never made him an apple pie. So he gets apple pie for Thanksgiving this year. And I cheated because I'm like, okay, I don't have the time to make the crust and everything. So I bought the crust, but I'm going to make the pie filling and everything. And so I got his Granny Smith apples to do the pie filling. And then if I have enough time, I will do another one of my Aunt Sandy's cherry cream cheese pie, which I got
so good.
Got a little bit of flack for that.
You did?
Because I have a recipe, and I swear to goodness, it's in my grandmother's handwriting. I thought it was, but my grandma informed me that that is not my Aunt Sandy's recipe. And she told me what it was, and it's completely different. But I'm like, I don't know. But I thought it was. So, sorry, Grandma. Sorry, Aunt Sandy.
Apple pie.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe I'll just keep that one. Maybe that'll be the family secret recipe that we keep, and we'll just put another one on there. I don't know where it came from, but I could have swore that was my grandmother's handwriting.
So it's so good.
It's so good, but we're gonna do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
If I can get to it. That's kind of that last.
Yeah, there's a lot to cook. There's a lot to do.
Well, and then your mom is doing the rolls. She's doing the sweet potato casserole. She makes a killer French onion dip.
It's real simple too.
It's
not
but
overly
it's
complicated.
so good. And we let her make it because she makes it the best.
Yeah.
And then she does the relishes. I think she might be making fudge because my boys are very particular to ask her for her peanut butter fudge.
She does a good job with peanut butter fudge. She uses not whipped cream, but
hi Vicky.
The marshmallow stuff you put in there.
Fluff.
Oh my gosh. So it's amazing. So I just
Hi Carol.
That's kind of the fringes. I mean, we'll have iced tea, we'll have pop, we'll have drinks.
Yeah.
And
Hi Shatan.
what's really fun is when we go to Heather's mom's house on Sunday, it'll be a whole different menu. We won't be eating turkey again. And so we couldn't make all the Thanksgivings, like Heather's family's having a Thanksgiving, my mom's having Thanksgiving. We just felt like it was the year to be with my mom. And so we're going to Sunday go to Heather's mom. She's making sausage sandwiches. These are amazing sausage sandwiches, burgers.
It's just it's instead of hamburger, it's sausage.
Made with sausage.
And then
you can do so much more with it.
We fix them up like hamburgers.
And
and he thought them.
Hopefully, there's that awesome
She asked me to bring a jar of pickles. I'm like, we're out of them.
Yeah.
All of the pickles that I made,
pickles.
They're all gone. So I'm gonna have to do some more.
You're gonna have to do some more pickles. That's a big deal. Our family and the Spears too.
Yeah, my family have become finicky about certain things.
Yep.
And pickles is one of them.
Absolutely.
Like they'll eat store-bought pickles, but they don't like it.
No. Well, it's one of those things where you go when you go to the holidays. There's always that one or two signature dishes that you look forward to, and I love. Her grandmother makes this cheese ball out of cream cheese, ham, chives, onions, and it's just this big ball.
Yes.
And any vegetable you choose. Ritz crackers
we used to
is the
eat
bomb.
it on vegetables to make us feel like we were eating healthy, but it was really only the cheese ball delivery device.
Yeah, it's so good though. I mean,
celery works really great because it's kind of like a spoon.
Yeah, and it's just the perfect thing. And then there's other stuff too, like your sister-in-law makes this like pinwheel. Yeah. Those pinwheels. Yeah, Nicole does those. How do you explain it?
Wait, so she makes them, and they're kind of like her. They're not really taco, but it's got the cream cheese. She's got black olives in it. She's got cheddar cheese in it, and then she's got a red pepper strip in it. But she seasons it somehow, and that's kind of like her secret recipe. But those are awesome. And then let's see, Mindy, sometimes she'll make truffles, but usually she'll do like a big fruit salad.
Is Thanksgiving when Chris makes the pretzels?
No.
That's Christmas.
Okay, so my younger brother makes homemade pretzels at Christmas. And like that's his thing now. Like he does that every year, and it is awesome.
And he made beer cheese last year that kind of smelled like weird.
It tasted good.
But it tasted amazing.
Yeah.
So
it smelled like feet, but it tasted good.
It did. It really did. It smelled funky, but it tasted delicious. And they're just those family things that we love. You know what I mean? And I think we don't have a Thanksgiving by ourselves. We're always with extended family.
Yeah.
But when Christmas rolls around, we have a Christmas morning where it's just our family. And monkey bread is a part of that, which is a whole different deal.
Which my children have informed me I am not allowed to make a video of.
Yeah, monkey bread's
they said that
secret.
is a family, that is our family thing, and they do not want to share it with you guys.
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah, you won't know. You won't ever learn how to make monkey bread.
I mean,
but
I'm sure you
could
look it up, but I mean, yeah.
Well, we also. How about Ritz crackers covered in white chocolate?
Oh yeah, we'll take those. Those are things that my dad loved, and you take Ritz crackers, you put peanut butter on them, and then, you dunk them in white chocolate. Or milk chocolate or whatever chocolate you like. But
so Christmas is on its way, and Heather, and I have been in a 16-year battle about when to decorate for Christmas, and it is always one of those things where she has let me win. As soon as Halloween is over, we put the Christmas tree up, and this year I gave in a little bit. I said, we're not going to put it up until your mom is ready. And we kind of needed the time to figure out our living situation because our living room in this house is about as big as a thimble. I mean, we squish into this living room and it's just we barely fit because of our furniture.
We have a Cape Cod house and we have like an eat-in kitchen and then a living room.
But the furniture we have is huge. I mean, it's just very plumpy.
It's hard to find furniture that all of us can sit on that's not big.
Well, so we're gonna have to address that, but Christmas decorations. Baker's mom. Sorry,
I would do that.
No
I would
way.
do that, but
no way. We've got 2 months of celebrating to do here, and we've got to enjoy every bit of it. And we've got to have our Christmas
Thanksgiving was angry at us that we put our decorations up, and that's why we had the ice storms.
Maybe. But anyway, what Heather is going to do, though, is we've talked about our fireplace, but as you know, last year she did her video on how to decorate that fireplace. Well, she's going to do it again. It'll be a little different this time. We don't know when all these videos are coming out.
Yeah.
We may not get to some of them, so just show us grace because we've got so much going on. But the Christmas decor, if you have a weird place in your house, Heather can find a way to decorate it. I'm going to tell you something. And this is the truth. This woman right here, it doesn't matter what you have, she can decorate it and make it look phenomenal. She can put flowers together. No, she can. And she's always going to be modest about it. So she's got a few flower videos out on our channel, but she's definitely got some decorating. You did one with
I did corsages. Yeah. If they can look up there, my little nativity set's up there. And it's up there because it's breaky. And I have 4 children.
That's right.
And a dog. And a cat that like to knock things over.
It's hard to see.
My mom painted that for me. So, see if you can... there you go. Yeah, it's hard to see. But that's my nativity set.
That's it. Put you guys down. Sorry.
Yeah.
Taking a little trip there. And so we're gonna be she's gonna show you how to decorate some really in fun ways, low cost because that's what we're all about. Sometimes
my
even
thing
free.
Is that if you guys do an artificial tree and your tree gets ratty, like after I don't know, like for us it's like 10 years and then we get a tree. I never throw away the Christmas tree pieces because I actually find it easier to decorate with those than it is to decorate with a giant swag of stuff because I can put it where I need it.
Yep.
And I don't have to go out and buy anything new. And I think last year most of the stuff I got from the dollar store. Now their stuff isn't quite as like they had some really pretty decent stuff last year.
Yep.
This year it's not quite the same. It's
Hi, Old Fashioned Life. Hi, April. How are you?
But I'm going to just kind of show you, like, just with a few things that we picked up. Like, we got some stuff at Walmart. Everything was under $10.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah. So that'll be kind of awesome.
And just to give you kind of a little bit of a window into what Christmas is like for us is we really make it about Jesus. It's not about the Santa Claus. Although we have fun with that stuff, we watch the the claymation videos, and we have fun with all of the different movies.
We need to pray for April.
I know, I saw that.
So we'll be praying for you,
Yeah,
April.
that's big time.
Yeah.
We really make it about Jesus, and Christmas is about that particular moment in time, but and him coming to the planet, but. In that, we do a lot of celebrating, and we celebrate a lot, but we understand that not everybody necessarily believes what we believe, so we try to give you tips that anybody could use in our videos and in the things that we cook and the things that we do.
My boys have already watched Charlie Brown's Christmas.
That's awesome.
And, I always struggle with that movie because they're so mean to Charlie Brown, but I love Linus and him talking about the true meaning of Christmas and telling the Christmas story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love that part.
And there's a little detail in that to notice, just a side note.
Oh, okay.
When Linus begins to share the story of Jesus, he drops his blanket. He doesn't need the security of his blanket to tell the story of Jesus. He's got the confidence in the Word of God and in Jesus' story. So he puts his blanket down, he shares the gospel, and then when he's done, he's like, I'm done. He picks it up and he walks out. So watch the video. If you are into Charlie Brown and Jesus at all, watch that video and watch what Linus does when he gives that.
Yeah.
And you can find that on YouTube anywhere. But that's a great little video. I love that. So, but we're going to do some, kind of, different kinds of videos, and hopefully we can get all these out. We might be still making them in February.
We might
I don't know.
not be doing so many live things, just like I said, just because our schedule now is just kind of, we got teenage kids, and
That's right.
there's just in his work schedule and stuff. So we're put out videos when we can, and we really thank you guys for watching them because we appreciate it. We like spending time with you guys, and
Well, one of the best ways to support our channel is to watch our videos and let the commercials roll. People oftentimes say, hey, how can we support your channel? Well, there's a couple of free ways to do it. One is to go to our Amazon affiliate links and buy stuff through our links on Amazon. It doesn't cost you a dime extra than what you usually would spend. You basically pay for your item, and it helps our family out. The other way is just let the commercials roll.
We did have somebody, what was it, New Zealand, where they're like, yeah, the commercial was like a half hour long. Yeah, don't let that one roll.
Maybe just let that go about 5 minutes. But the longer you let the commercials roll, the more it helps our channel. And then basically, if you haven't...
Baker Mom, yes, he is.
Yes, I am.
So he was asking if... Yeah, I'll just answer it.
Okay.
So.
All right. I don't know.
So.
Okay. If you would take a look at the screen, we are also Thrive Life Consultants. And just so you know, in November, there is a Black Friday sale where they start like hacking things in half.
Yeah. So just check that out.
Yeah,
if you
just
want.
check that out. If you're into it, great. If not, that's fine.
That's fine.
So. But anyway, there's the link on the screen to it. There's just a couple fun ways that you can support the Goin Batty channel.
So.
Yeah. Tell us about homeschool. How's it going?
It's good.
We got the first part of the year done. Like fall is over.
Yeah. So we got our first quarter done. We're into our second quarter. And one of the good things about homeschooling is, and the bad things is that you're here all the time.
Yeah.
My kids don't get teacher in service days, and they don't get, all these
snow
other days and snow days and stuff like that. So, but the nice thing about that is, usually you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off for Thanksgiving. My kids get the whole week off, so we're not doing school
and
right
schools
now,
have changed though. They're also giving them the whole week off.
Are they? Well, I mean, I know around here they don't. They have them. You go till you may have Wednesday off, and then it's Thursday, Friday, and then you kind of have a longer weekend. But my kids are off this week.
Yeah.
So
and that's awesome.
And really, we call them S&TS days, which is kind of like our version of a in-service days. It's sick and tired of school day. And that's at my discretion, when we have them, because kids keep asking me if we can have them. I'm like, we can't have one every week.
That's right.
We have them once every 2 months or so. We'll just have a day where we'll just take a break. And because the only really other things that my kids get off is it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. That's when they're off. And so, you know, there's no President's Day, there's no all that kind of stuff. So, but we're doing good. And my system that I'm using this year is working well, where I have each kid has their own box. Each box has the 4 quarters in it. I check their stuff when the quarter's over with to make sure they have everything, because last year I didn't do that, and it was all in one box. And so at the end of the year I was wanting to pull my hair out because there was stuff that was missing. If you're a homeschool aficionado,
or if you're just getting started, or if you are a person that's just interested in learning how to do homeschooling, or you're just keeping up with our channel, we have all kinds of homeschooling videos that can share with you how Heather gets organized.
And it's kind of cool because the boys this year are doing chemistry and physics. And so they have experiments that we can actually film. So like we did, what was it? We did
well, they're on our channel.
Making carbon dioxide, and we put a candle in a jar, and then you put, was it baking soda? It was either peroxide or it may have been vinegar in there, and it makes carbon dioxide, and actually will put the candle out.
That's right.
So there was another one that we did with making elephant toothpaste, and the boys did one walking water.
Elephant toothpaste was fun.
Yeah, the walking water is not nearly as interesting because it takes a long time. It's like a several-day process, but you know, we've done some of those, and there's more that are coming. And like, you know, whenever they feel like I don't make them be on camera if they don't want to be on camera. But if they say, I want to video this, then we'll do that. So that's kind of up to them.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I have, like I said, if you're interested in homeschooling stuff, like I have a video on the curriculum that we use, which is the Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool. I have a video on how to kind of navigate the Homeschool Legal Defense Association's website.
Got to use that website. If you are a homeschool family, you've got to have that as a resource. Say it again. The
Homeschool Legal Defense Association.
You got to have this, guys. It's not that you're doing anything illegal when you're homeschooling, because that's not it. But if you have questions about how do you cover your butt, or what fears you might have,
need to know in order to homeschool in your state, because it's different depending on what.
State to state. This is a national organization that deals with international homeschooling issues.
And they have all of their, like, all you have to do is, I mean, you do have to be a member, and it is like I think $120 or $125 a year,
or $10 a month,
and it is well worth it. It really is, because they will tell you, okay, if you homeschool in Texas, you know, Texas, their what is required of you is a lot less than what's required in Ohio. And Ohio is not a lot, but you know. So I have a video on that. I have a video on how I do my planning and how we do our portfolios. Because here in Ohio, you either have to do a standardized test, or you have to have a certified teacher check your portfolio. And so I show how I do. We go the portfolio route because I have a couple kids that are they're like wicked smart, but they're horrible test takers. Especially those, you know, Scantron fill in the bubble thingies. Like, and nothing is more mind-numbing than I hated those. Here's the thing. Like, we would do those. Like, you know how you had the ones, like, you know, back when the proficiency test when I was in high school? And I would get halfway through it and be like, this stinks. And then I would just play fill in the dots. So, like, I'm way smarter than what my test scores say I was, but I just got bored. So I'm like, I do not want to spend the next 2 hours filling out these stupid bubbles. So, but yeah, so
it's funny. While she was explaining that, I was checking Royal King's Black Friday sale.
Oh, jeez.
It's going to be pretty awesome. I'll be honest with you.
Yes, Old Fashioned Life. That's correct. She put the website up there.
What
so
website?
Sorry for the Homeschool Legal Defense Association.
Awesome, yes.
So yeah, so you can check those videos out. You can see the boys doing some of their experiments and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we've got going on with homeschool right now.
And if we didn't have people in our lives that were there to encourage us and show us what to do, you know, as a dad, I'm a working father, and Heather does all of the work as far as homeschooling. She's a hero. I mean, she does a great job. This season right now, this week, was hugely important because she needed the time off. And let me just speak to that. Holidays have a tendency to just be so busy you can't see straight. So busy, in fact, that you cannot even enjoy them. And we're just not that family. I think people get disappointed with us sometimes because we intentionally make sure that our schedule doesn't define us as people.
Yeah.
We define our schedule. And it is so important that you, if you can, don't allow the rhythm of life to take you away and get you out of control, especially in the holidays.
Yeah, and we're ones that are right now, like our kids have certain things that they do, but our kids don't dictate our schedule.
That's right.
Our family as a whole, and
they
Jessica,
have a lot of things
I just
going on.
wanted to say congratulations to you for your finally getting her. She's talking about it's her first year of homeschooling.
Hey, that's great.
They're finally getting into the swing of things. That's
Nice.
Great because it took me way more than a year to get into the swing of things.
You are not alone.
Yes. It's the best choice they ever made.
Yeah, you're not alone. There are a ton of people that are homeschooling. It's common now. It's not weird. It's scary as all get out when you first start.
Yeah.
I remember our first year was just a petition, a prayer every day, going, "Are we doing the right thing?" And Heather stepped up like a ninja hero, a ninja homeschool
I had
hero.
no idea what I was doing.
But you had people around you that helped.
I had
and
people
so
around me that helped. So.
There are great co-ops to be a part of
Yeah.
if you're into that. I think we still have to find that co-op. We haven't necessarily found a place where the kid, but we have a great church community around
and
us.
we're and again, like we're not people who are like anti like public school, private school, whatever. We're not. We know that works for some people. For our family, this is what works for our family right now, and it may change over the years. So we're not like
That's right.
And
so Jessica, keep going.
So keep going, Jessica.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
email us if you have questions for Heather. info.goinbatty@gmail.com.
Yeah. So we I don't have all of the answers, but I will try to help you.
Excuse me.
But yeah. So it's been it's been. I will say that this week has been kind of like the kids have been cooped up in the house. We haven't seen the sunshine for over, I don't know, like maybe we're going on day 7 now that there's not been any sunshine. So that makes me a little grumpy. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like the sun never comes up. And so, we've kind of been cooped in the house because it's been cold, it's been wet, and after a while, like the noise will wear on me a little bit. So I was just kind of like I had kind of messed up my back a little bit yesterday, and so Kevin took the kids to church, and I kind of had a moment to myself where it was just I had the house and it was quiet. So which was kind of nice because every once in a while, I mean, when you are kind of in that situation, there are times where it's like I love my kids, I do. But there's time that I need a little bit of a break because the noise can get to you after a while. So that's usually like the kids will ask if they can go grocery shopping with me, and sometimes I'll say yes, but a lot of times I won't because that's really that's my time by myself. And a lot of times when I take people with me, I forget things. Yeah. I forget more things than I usually forget. So.
Well, you took me with you this time.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have fun together.
They said bless you, Kevin.
I saw that. I've still got a sneeze welling up in me, so forgive me if I have to walk away again. But
don't sneeze. There you go. All right, my job's done.
I feel violated somehow. I wasn't expecting you to grab my nose.
I do that to Katie all the time, and she gets mad at me. She's like, "You stole my sneeze!" Yeah.
It's like, you just try to get that person right before they're yeah.
So that's all I have to talk about.
Shoot, I had something about homeschool and it went right over my head because I sneezed my head off. You probably already talked about it, so it doesn't matter. But well, we did it. We did a pretty good shopping haul. I mean, we've got 2 weeks worth of groceries for under $200.
Yeah,
that was kind of impressive.
250.
Yeah, I forget. I always forget about that trip to Kroger and Meijer, but basically, there's certain things that we only get at Meijer, and only thing you just got to get kind of disciplined about your budget.
You have to look at the ads and go, okay, what is
And so,
because most of the stuff I do get at Aldi. Aldi is just, I mean,
but it's
I
seasons
spend a
like
third
this.
of what I would at a regular grocery store. But there are just certain things like the street taco things. I can only get those at Kroger's. They don't have them. Well, actually, they're more expensive at Meijer. They do have them, but they're just more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, just, and it's usually little things. Like I'll spend like maybe like I spent $19 at Meijer and I spent $20 at Kroger, and then the majority of the rest of the stuff I spent at Aldi.
Yeah.
So it's usually very small what I spend at those other two grocery stores. But I always, I have a routine. I start at Meijer's because it's the furthest away. And then I come over to Aldi, and then I go to Kroger because Kroger's on my way home. So that's how I do it. Because Kevin's like, why are we going to Meijer first? I'm like, I
There's
have
a method
routine.
to
There's
her
a
madness.
method to my madness.
So before we close out here, I'm going to give you a little bit of my favorite things. We do a segment of our show called My Favorite Things, and today Heather's was her meat for thermometer.
Yes. Well, this one is not.
It's
technically not my favorite one. Like I said, I had one that broke because it was like 15 years old. That was
This one will do the job though, right?
This one will do the job. This will do the job.
And if you're on a budget,
it was
not bad.
I think it was like, well, they had them at Kroger for like $6.
Yeah.
So you know the other ones that I'm talking about are like $20. But
so I recently got a new tablet. And that tablet my daughter bought actually had one just like it. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong thing.
Oops.
And it
Hi,
is
Lone Star Living.
Hey, Lone Star, how are you? It is a Fire, an Amazon Fire, and I tell you, I wasn't convinced I was going to like this thing, but I really do. I really like it a lot. There's only a few things it can't do that you could compare it to other things, but this is probably the most annoying part right here is that when you have an open screen, it's a commercial. That's the only thing I don't particularly care for about this. But also the case is another part of it, and it's got a little stand on the back. This was not expensive. I mean, this whole thing was maybe the tablet included was maybe $30. We got some good deals on it. We found some good Amazon deals on it, and so this was a pretty cheap way to have a tablet on.
So when their Cyber Monday sales start happening, keep an eye on stuff like that because like they have some really fantastic deals.
And this was
things.
a good deal along with the case and the tablet. So I don't think you'll see a special like that with the coupons that I had and the promo codes that I had. I was able to get this tablet for cheaper. And then the case along with it. So look out for those deals though, because they're amazing. The other thing to keep in mind is Saturday is typically Small Business Saturday. So if you know of someone that has a small business like the Goin Batty channel or Big Family Homestead or Living on a Dime or Two Family Homestead, anybody that has a small business, that is Small Business Saturday. It's a great opportunity for you to buy from those small businesses and to support
Tim and Alicia.
That's right.
If you're in
they
Canada,
have a small business.
Canada.
That's right. I would totally encourage you guys to support the small businesses. We definitely have had ours, and we know that it means so much to our family when you guys support the small business movement. So that's Saturday of the Black Friday of Thanksgiving weekend. So you got Black Friday, you got Thanksgiving, you got Wednesday. Oh, everything starts early.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
on Wednesday, getting it all
I don't know
prepped.
the shopping deals, but then you've got Black Friday.
I don't do shopping. I do not wander out of my house on Friday.
This is how we do our shopping.
Yeah, we do it all online because I would rather have all of my teeth pulled out than go out on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
There are very few,
and deal with all. I mean, that's when all the crazies are loose. Like it's like, well, they opened up the nut house and let all the nuts out.
I'm not a big shopper. I never have been. And
I'll pay more to have it delivered to my front door.
Yeah,
so.
and it works out pretty well because with our Amazon Prime account, it really is.
I saw something funny. Somebody was talking about, because like sometimes in our neighborhood we have problems with people stealing your packages off your porch.
Yeah.
And this person was like, I took my old Amazon boxes and I put junk in it that I didn't want anymore, and I just set them on my front porch. And so the pirate bandits, the package pirates took them, and she goes, and I got rid of a bunch of my junk. So,
wow, nice.
Yep, I thought that was kind of funny. So.
That's pretty cool.
So I got nothing else.
Oh no, I know.
You do though, so sorry.
I sometimes I do. At this point, it's towards the end of the show. We've been on for almost 50 minutes. We're gonna field a few questions from you guys and start wrapping it up. We always like to give you resources like a website or something that we've used online or whatever to help our current situation. We had a garden this year, and we didn't really go through the garden after the kind of aftermath of the garden. This is what the garden looks like now because it's gone,
we
man.
Pulled it all out.
We pulled it all out.
That's all there.
But it was a pretty good garden, and if I could offer this to you guys, there is a great channel called Am I Gardener for seeds. You get real cheap. You can get really cheap seeds.
I mean, they start at like 99 cents.
Yeah. We can't say enough about Big Family Homestead as a resource. They've got great videos on chickens, solar. I mean,
Stetter Bob is fun
Brad.
to watch too.
Even before that, I mean, Brad has just a library of videos about solar hookup and all kinds of goats and chickens and everything. So of course, Big Family Homestead. Living on a Dime is just any Instapot video is just
hysterical.
Hilarious. It's so funny. So check that out. Living on a Dime. Again, small businesses, support your small businesses, guys. Don't spend a ton of money at all these fancy retailers. Buy a knitted hat or something like a book or something. Big Family also has a cookbook out. We have a cookbook on our website.
I don't know if you can see it. It's all dog-eared.
Yeah.
And then it's dog-eared at the bottom too, because sometimes there's more than one recipe on a page.
Oh.
So.
A couple of YouTube channels that I've just thoroughly enjoyed. I'll sit home and that's all I'll watch. We don't watch normal TV. We never have. But I love watching the progress that Pure Living for Life is making. Pure Living for Life they are building their house from scratch. It's a young couple. They're doing it all themselves. And I live vicariously through them. I know I'm just admiring them from afar. But she had a garden that just killed it this year. I mean, she just had, incredible garden. She had tomatoes, she had peppers, she had squash, she had all kinds of stuff. And then she canned it all. I mean, she canned every single bit of it. And then, here's what I'm going to try. They make their own ice cream. They'll do rum raisin. They'll do
raisins don't belong in ice cream. Raisins don't belong in anything.
Rum is pretty good though. It's all distilled.
You can't get raisins drunk enough for me to eat them. So.
No, it's all like candied or marinated. Or
I like raisins. I don't like raisins cooked in things or put in things.
Yeah.
I just, especially like oatmeal cookies, because they swell up like ticks. I don't like those. They just. So.
And so I would say this, if you guys are looking for resources, check out Pure Living for a Life, because they're not just doing the building of their house, which is informative. It's very powerful to watch them from 2 years ago where there was nothing on the property to a house standing there now.
And even if,
check it out.
I mean, I know that there are probably people out there who are actual...
Goose's Landing's with us.
Actual builders who are like, oh, they're not doing that right. But you know what? They have the gumption to do it themselves, which not many people you can say do that. So it's just kind of fun to watch. And,
absolutely. Pure Living for Life.
Now, what's the other one that you were watching? The RV people.
Less Junk, More Journey. Less Junk, More Journey. Love watching them. They've got some great videos on just living on the road the way that they are. It's really cool. It is really cool.
Sorry, Baker Mom.
What happened?
She said thanks for the mental image. They swell up like ticks. Sorry.
But anyway, I guess I lost my point.
Oh, sorry.
I want to get a ice cream maker and make our own ice cream. I think that would be so cool. And I don't think it'd be that expensive. I think we could jar it freeze it in our deep freeze, and we could have ice cream, you know, when the time comes. You know, do mint chocolate chip, because I love mint chocolate chip ice cream.
We need lots of ice cream. I mean...
Oh, is there a question?
We don't need lots of ice cream.
No, but I think if you're looking for a cheap way of doing things, and we make a lot of things homemade, we have not really delved into that.
The whole ice cream.
The thing I love about Pure Living for Life is they make a ton of it, and then they backstock it. And then they can have it whenever they are...
I would think it, like, well, I mean...
They freeze it.
Well, I know, but after a while, I would think it would get freezer burn, but...
I don't know. They must eat it fast enough. Or
yeah.
The other thing, too, though...
They burn it off, though, because they're climbing up and down off the roof. Us, on the other hand, we don't have a roof to climb up and down off of.
If you don't know what to get somebody for Christmas, can it and give it to them. They're going to love it. And that's what they do with their ice cream. That's what they do with the things that they can. They can it, they give it to friends, and they trade it for other things, you know. There's a lot of...
No kidding, Lone Star. That's why I'm like, I don't know if we need to make ice cream because we'd be 800 pounds. Like, I'm not bulking up to hibernate for winter. I mean, I'm not a bear, so I don't... That's just so dangerous to have that much ice cream in our house.
I don't know. It sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, when we're looking for something sweet at the end of the night, you know. Oh, and butter pecan. Oh man, that sounds good too. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing, actually. Well,
chocolate covered raisins in your oatmeal cookies. All right, so here's mine. Oatmeal cookies are the reasons that sometimes I have trust issues, because people will put chocolate chips and raisins in it, and I think it's just a chocolate chip cookie, and it's not. It has raisins in it.
Some of the best.
If you cover it with chocolate and then put the raisins inside the chocolate, that's going to make me upset, because I'm going to be like, this isn't a chocolate chip cookie. So.
Baker's Mom, those are pepper ring. Baker Mom.
Yes.
Baker Mom. Those are pepper rings. Banana pepper rings. So
actually, those are Hungarian wax peppers.
But we use them as pepper rings.
Yeah, we put them on our pizza.
Yeah.
We love, like, we'll get like a frozen pizza and then doctor
these on everything. Tacos, pizza.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. So we did those, and then we did, I've got, let's see. These are the Serrano peppers that we have. Let's see. If you can look, they're little squished and flat. Those aren't the jalapenos, but then we have... These are the jalapenos.
Yeah. So
we did jalapenos too.
I'll just leave those out for Danny.
But
are these them?
No, we're gonna give him one of those. We have more of those.
Oh, okay. All right.
So.
Well, and I tell you what, that's what our channel is all about. Jessica, we want to be. Hi, Donna.
And to each their own. Now there's more oatmeal cookies for you, because I won't eat them.
There you go.
Oatmeal raisin cookies, all for you.
Jessica had mentioned that she started watching YouTube because she doesn't want to be inundated with all that negativity.
Yeah.
Well, we try to be a channel that will give you some positive stuff.
Yes.
And give you some enjoyment and a good environment.
No drama here. We do comedy tragedy. And we do tragedy, but we don't do drama.
No, we do comedy
and we don't usually put tragedy on.
Yeah, we're not usually.
We're not those people.
It would have to be something big, like
like our house burnt down,
an atomic bomb or something.
But it hasn't, so we're good.
We're good so far.
We're all good. So.
We're gonna wrap it up. I usually end our live streams with a prayer, and so I'm gonna pray for us. That's all we have to share today. I would love to tell you.
So that we can
I'd love to tell you.
Ways.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
It's all right.
I would love to tell you that we know exactly when our next live stream is, but we don't. And so we're going to continue to leave it a surprise. If you're watching this on the rewind, thank you for watching us all the way through to an hour, because that is a long time to watch the Goin Batty crew. I would love for you guys to just share our channel with as many people as you can, so that we can continue to grow, and we can continue to show and share and have fun with our community.
Oh, wait, I have one thing. Okay. And check out, I was in a collaboration with Two Family Homestead and a bunch of other channels. So if you go to their channel, she'll have a, because I couldn't figure out how to do it, put everybody's, all the channels that were on. I'm not that computer smart.
Yeah.
So, but if you go to Two Family Homestead's holiday dessert collaboration video, she will have every person that was a part of that on there. Go check out those videos, because there's a lot of yummy stuff on there.
Oh, Mega Soup, let me tell you, Super Chat is a beautiful thing. If you are watching right now and you want your your comments to be at the top of the page for a certain amount of time. You can actually purchase comment time.
Or if somebody wants you to see their comment, you'll see it and it'll come up like $1 or $5 or something. Like that's what it is. But
if you hit that little dollar sign right now, it'll ask for your credit card information.
Which you shouldn't have one because.
Well, no, but for other people, they can buy a certain amount, and it helps our channel. Yeah. It helps our channel. It's a great thing. So if you're...
But you don't have to.
If you're on a live stream with somebody... No, you don't have to. No. You don't have to. Of course you don't have to. But if you want to, we definitely want to empower you to do that for the channels that you watch, because Super Chat helps amp the viewership. And helps you and whatever you're promoting, like your comment. So it'll put it at the top of the page for a while. Yeah. So. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I am gonna pray for us, and we're gonna be done. Yep. All right. Cool. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for the privilege it is to hang out with these amazing people. Father God, be with us as we go into the holidays. Don't let our rhythm and our schedule dictate the times that we have, Father God. I pray that you'd give us enough time to hang out with family, give us a slower schedule this holiday season so that we can enjoy you and enjoy our family, God. We thank you for all the things that you've done in our life, and we thank you for this celebration that's coming up called Christmas, where you sent your son, Jesus, down to this earth as a child. Father, thank you so much for the love you show us every day. It's in your son's precious name. Amen. Amen. Guys, isn't that awesome? It sounds like our children are building a city upstairs. They are. They're reconstructing that house. They really are. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and check out our Facebook page. Awesome. Oh, and Instagram. Yeah, that's usually where I put all my pictures of the stuff that I'm making first. So. And Twitter. And carrier pigeon. Oh, we don't have carrier pigeon. We don't have. That's the one thing we don't have. That's the one thing we don't have. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Bye. More updates as we go. Beep.